Now I remember. I don't want you talking to him unless I'm around, you hear?
Yes, Dad.
I'm serious. Now tuck in your shirt. He's here. The front door swung open, and there stood Uncle Tommy, drenched in sweat from a day's work in the summer's heat. "It's a scorcher out there, ain't it?" he said, putting his bag on the floor and untying his boots. "I appreciate you letting me crash for tonight. Just so long as you're gone in the morning," my dad replied coldly. "Of course. Now," Uncle Tommy said, turning to me and lowering himself to a knee, "where's my hug? Been a while since I seen you last." Took a couple of steps towards him and leaned in for a hug. His tight embrace made me uncomfortable, and I let out a light whimper. "Don't you know it's 100 degrees out there?" he asked, tugging at my long sleeves. "I haven't been outside today," I recited to him. "Don't you have some chores to finish up?" Dad interjected. I knew that was my cue to leave, so I shuffled off to my room. Later that night, I lay in bed, tossing and turning, unable to be comfortable, when I heard the thud of footsteps in the hallway outside my bedroom. After several long seconds of silence, the door opened quietly. The dark silhouette of a man entered the room, and the door closed again. For several more seconds there was nothing but unrelenting silence. I might have thought I had dreamt it all if it were for a sound of a hushed breathing being carefully released. I could feel him getting nearer. The warmth of another person in the room was unfamiliar at this hour. I was not prepared for this. I prayed he would go away, to even come back in the morning if he must. He reached down and touched me. He rolled me onto my stomach and lifted up my shirt. From the corner of my eye, I could see two things: the faint beam of a pocket flashlight and Uncle Tommy's eyes studying my bare skin. His rough fingers ran up and down my back. Suddenly, he got up and walked to the bedroom door and left. I tried again to fall asleep, eventually succeeding. He was gone by the time I woke up. Around noon, the phone rang while my father was out. "Hello?" I answered. "Hey, buddy."
Uncle Tommy?
"Yeah, your dad around?"
No, sir. Went to the store.
"Good," he said, his voice a bit shaky. He was silent for a moment. "I'm calling you about last night. I don't know if you were awake or not."
I was.
"Well, then I'll just get right to it. I've got a question for you, and I need for you to be honest with me. Can you do that?"
Yes, sir.
"How did you get all the bruises?" Uncle Tommy, the story of a man, a hero in our eyes. A man with only one goal: to save his niece or nephew, whatever. We never even confirmed that, this uncle's even related to the fucking people. Like, he could be the friendly uncle that, the dad used to know back in the day, and now they're drifted apart because, one is an abusive asshole and he wanted to keep, the good intentioned person away from his daughter or fucking son, whatever. Just, you know what I mean. Just something could have happened that made them estranged, the two of them. And Tommy was probably interested in seeing this little boy or girl. I don't know. It wasn't confirmed if it's a boy or a freaking girl. And also, there's nothing really sexual about a fucking back. Let's just get that out. And maybe it looks good, but I digress. The point is, Uncle Tommy goes to their house. He puts on this friendly, caring uncle act in front of the father, so no one really suspects anything goes wrong, just for one night. And during this one night, instead of sleeping, the uncle goes into this kid's room, just pulls up his shirt. Rolls him on the stomach, pulls up his shirt, and checks the scars that the father probably gives the little poor little thing, and just fucks off. In the morning, there's just a call from him going like, "You need to tell me what's happening with your scars, sweetheart. I'm concerned. Your father shouldn't really be doing the shit that he's doing to you." Which you kind of like. I mean, not every family in the world is perfect. Let's be honest. Even as you're reading this, you probably remember instances where your uncle actually did diddle you, or maybe he was thinking about diddling you, or some other dude diddled you while he watched with a video camera and jerked off. Whatever the point may be, or the scenario, not every family is perfect. Not every family has positive moments and happy moments and whatever. So to a certain extent, I can understand this story. It's very realistic. It's nothing too disturbing. No blood, no gore, no nothing. It's a little bit creepy, but other than that, it gets the point across, and I'm happy with it. Nothing really, just to point out another thing. For some reason, I think that's all I can really say about the story. I mean, there's not a lot. I'm not some guy that's gonna go like, oh, it's bad to abuse your kid or whatever. Like, that's not the whole issue. It's just a story. If it brought bad memories from your childhood, whatever. But that's pretty much it. I am the Lonesome Creep, amateur private investigator, or whatever freaking title I give myself in the video. Yeah. I guess that's it. Nothing really more to add to this story. Nothing really more to add to this analysis. I am the Lonesome Creep, amateur social security agent, and that'll be it for this story. See you, if any of you, or at all, if anyone is unlucky to come around this video finds it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time, and see you in the next one. That's all for me. Have a nice one. Bye.